Raymond James Stadium, home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the host of week number 6. It's a terrific NFC matchup as the 3-2 San Francisco 49ers hit the road taking on the 2-3 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And here comes Baker Mayfield leading the troops. Tampa has fallen very, very badly down the stretch. Started the season out 2-0, have lost their last 3 straight. All starting with that upset loss at home against the Jets, where Baker Mayfield threw 2 interceptions in the red zone. Meanwhile, San Francisco, with a polar opposite season, began the year 0-2 and have since strung together 3 wins back to back to back and currently lead the NFC West. Trying to keep that up here with a win on the road. It's Brock Purdy, it's Baker Mayfield, it's Raymond James Stadium, and we're underway with a return from Isaac Guerrero up to the 25-yard line. Here comes Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, trotting out to the field, looking to lead this San Francisco football team to their 4th straight win of the 2025 season. What up, Bjorn? What up, Silver Knight? And everybody else joining me throughout. Here we go. Niners open up in a run-heavy formation, but it's Purdy who lofts one, complete to McCaffrey, already making guys miss. And he'll pick up 5 there. On the rush, as that was a backwards pass. What up, X-Off? What up, Che? And what up, local breadman? Niner offense for today. Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, Isaac Guerrero, Brandon Ayuk, Juwan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall, George Kittle, and Luke Farrell. McCaffrey picks up 5 and off the play action. Purdy being pressured, goes outside as he sticks in there and delivers a first down completion. 10 yards to number 11. As he'll meet the Tampa Bay defense, Kalijah Kancey, Logan Hall, Vita Vea, and Greg Gaines on the defensive line. Yaya Diaby, Anthony Walker, Levante David, Hassan Reddick, Jamel Dean, Zion McCollum, Tyke Smith, Rashad Wisdom, and Antoine Winfield Jr. make up the starting Buccaneer defense. Play action again. Purdy is struck down, but Jennings picks up another. 2 times now, Brock Purdy has rolled right into a huge hit. Able to get rid of the football just in time, though, and complete that. San Francisco across the 50-yard line. Boy, have I had quite the day, chat. Don't even let me get started. Apologies for the delay. We'll explain that momentarily. Kyle Juszczyk back in the ball game here at fullback. McCaffrey gets the handoff, hits the inside, sheds a couple of tackles, and almost got free. What up, Icy? At school watching this? Yeah, only going to happen a couple more times. Today, tomorrow, Thursday are the last noon streams, and then obviously we have all of our night cappers through Friday night. Commanders, Bucks to wrap up the 2025 Sim season. As Brock Purdy back to the empty, or the shotgun I should say, with McCaffrey in his backfield. CMC runs over a defender and trots his way for 11. Grown man first down. Zion McCollum the victim. San Francisco offense hard to stop, let alone slow down here. On their opening possession, they suffocate their opponents week after week. Single back, and McCaffrey is gassed. Luke Farrell is in motion. And off goes to CMC, though. Runs into Levante David as the veteran makes a nice little wrap up there for no gain. Getting out June 23rd is devious work. That is brutal. Yeah, shout out to college. You go back late August, you get out first week of May. Life is great. Can't go wrong with it. 2nd and 10, Buccaneer fans are loud and proud here at home as Purdy fires a completion to Ayuk. And after all that running, picks up just a single yard. It's the opening 3rd down. What up, SM? Let's look at our pick'em for today. I'm yet to even have a glance at it. Had little to no stream preparation, as is the case for most of these games this week. You'll come to find. Purdy on a 3rd and 9, trying to find the open man. Floats this one back of the end zone. Jennings is there, and it's incomplete. More worried about his feet than catching the football. Would have been a miraculous catch. But the Buccaneer defense stands tall inside their own 30. Jake Moody trotting out for the field goal attempt here. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Good snap, good hold, kick up, and through. Niners take the early 3-0 lead here as the breakdown 23-8 in favor of San Francisco. What up, Strawberry Jam? Wasp situation is a little bit better. I was going to explain that on the previous drive. Yeah, it was pretty bonkers, man. I got home from golfing earlier, and my mom was like going crazy about something. She's like, I'm glad somebody else is home. Tell me I'm not crazy. I walk in to her bedroom, and the window has like at least a dozen wasps, and there's like dead wasps all over her floor. I'm like, yeah, that might be a problem. As the return out to the 23 for Tampa, Baker Mayfield take it over. So she claimed that there's nothing wrong on the side of the house. I went out and checked and looked at like our attic vent, and there is a nest up there. So it's been sprayed, the wasps have been vacuumed up, and I'm pretty sure that should be taken care of. But yeah, no, it was pretty wild. So that was the cause of delay in the stream today. But we're back. Mayfield on a 1st and 10. Off the play action to Irving, checks it down to Keith, the fullback. And he's got the opening Buccaneer first down as we'll meet their offense for today. Baker Mayfield back at it again at QB1. Bucky Irving and Rashad White at running back. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Emeka Egbuka at wide receiver. Cade Otton and Payne Durham, the starting Tampa Bay offense. Flawless team the opening couple of weeks, and they have struggled down the stretch to put up points. As Irving gets the handoff, and he'll lose a yard. It's Fred Warner. Good time to introduce to you the San Francisco defense. Michael Williams, Jordan Elliott, Kevin Givens, and Nick Bosa. Nick Martin, Fred Warner, D. Winters, Trey Brown, Renardo Green, Diamador Lenore, Malik Mustafa, and Jairi Brown make up the starting Niner defense. I'll break down the picks here in a moment. Mayfield back to work on a 2nd and long. Cade Otton is the man in motion this time. One of Baker Mayfield's favorite targets on this team as he goes outside, caught by Evans, and he lunges to pick up the first. The extension of the football. Watching football on Sunday, then having to go back to school the next day is brutal. I promise you, it is a billion times better in college, man. It's actually such an enjoyable experience. Nothing like Sunday football with the squad. Two receivers left and right. Handoff goes to Irving. This one goes the right direction, just across the 50. Everybody's favorite slept-on fantasy pick right there with a 7-yard pickup. All right, let me take a look at the Google Sheets. I'll open these up real quick. Small number of Buccaneer favorites out there, so shouldn't take too long to come up with the total. Mayfield from the I-4. Off the play action again. Steps up, checks it down, caught by his fullback. One more time. That's the conversion. All right, let's have a look. So 2, 3, and 6, and 7 have that. So, wait, no, did I get that wrong? Wait, where is this game? Nope, it's 3, 4, 7, 8. As Mayfield on 1st and 10 will pitch it left side to Irving. Got a pancake as he hits the boundary, and he picks up the first down. What a block there from his offensive line. All right, we have the Buccaneer pick'ems. 3, 4, 7, 8. So that would be Dexter Demon, diehard Fins fan, Santoriu, JJJ. And then we got 15, 21, 26. As Zotton is in motion again. Handoff inside. There's Nick Bosa and Fred Warner. John Zeller has the Bucks, as does Matthew Mario and Border World. So everybody else, actually there might be one more. Let me see. Yeah, who is this? Oh, local Brandman. There you go. Has Tampa Bay. There you go. I'll be back next year, and maybe during the winter as well. We'll see how time would accrue as Mayfield on 2nd and 11 finds Chris Godwin. A slew of wide receivers on this Tampa offense. And Baker Mayfield feeling like a college kid again with all the talent he's got. Nothing top Baker Mayfield throwing 60-yard slingers to his main man in Hollywood Brown. Back in those Oklahoma days, Mayfield steps up, takes off, and he got it. Just inside the 20. Yeah, I got to figure out my MSG fantasy and my other fantasy league. I need to get to that. Soon enough, surely. It's got to happen. We'll get there. Rest assured. Nonetheless, Baker and the Bucs on the move here. Simply can't hit a guy like Baker. Anybody that says they do is a liar. Mayfield snap pass caught. Otten on the check down. 2-yard pickup. That pass got a little bit sketchy right there. Not going to lie to you. Tonight is the final upload of the 2025 season. Monday Night Football thriller between Kansas City and Jacksonville. Have appreciated all the love shown on all the uploads this year. At least 100 views on every single one. Much appreciated. There is Mayfield. Fires down the middle. It's caught at the 1 by Godwin. On a rope from Baker Mayfield. And 14 was in double coverage. It kind of had to be. What a pass. No, you can't hit Baker. His cockiness is like admirable in a weird way. Can't quite explain it. 3 feet away from the opening touchdown, and Bucky Irving going to lose 2. Kevin Givens. Any given snap. Evan Jordan Elliott, former Brown, get in the backfield first. Second and goal at the 3-yard line. Emeka Egbuka out there with Godwin to the right, Mike Evans to the left. Little swing pass and wide open. Chris Godwin forgotten about. Touchdown Tampa. Buccaneers take the lead on their opening possession. Beautiful football from Baker Mayfield. Saw Diamador Lenore bite inside and found the open arms of Chris Godwin. Got him set up there and finished it out with the touchdown in the end. As Chase McLaughlin, another former Brown, on for the PAT. It is up and good. Tampa Bay's opening drive puts them ahead as the Cannons fire here at home. 20 seconds to go in the opening quarter. That's pretty sick, actually. Didn't know Tampa home games had the Cannons firing as part of the animation. I'm a fan. I love it. Bucks lead by 4 here at home. Lenore catching L's here in IRL. Yeah, so it seems. Ricky Pearsall back deep to return, ready to get this one back underway. As McLaughlin will boot this back. And the Niners take a return from the 5-yard line. It's Isaac Guerrero up to the 24. And so take it over is Brock Purdy, 76 yards away from the go-ahead score. And Kendrick Lamar going crazy in the background again. Not gonna lie, Devontae Smith and Chris Godwin are both the best wide receiver in the league. T. Higgins got to be up there too. One more play to go here in the opening quarter. Little check down to what Jawan Jennings will get us to quarter number 2. It's the Niners 3, the Buccaneers 7 at the end of 1 from a bumping Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Headed down to the other 29-yard line. Thus begins the second quarter. Yeah, a lot of good wide receiver twos in football. Can't lie about that. Here goes Purdy on a quarterback keeper, unexpected, but Tampa Bay had just enough leverage on the top to get that limited just to a yard on the play. Ready for some college football? Saturday, my friend, Iowa State, Kansas State. Who we got? I might be rocking with the Cyclones, I can't lie. We'll see. Shotgun for Purdy. On 3rd and 4, delayed blitz of 3 coming, not going to get there in time. It's Ayuk. They'll pick up 11 on the 3rd and 4. More than enough for a Niner first down. Ready for college for Dynasty? That's going to be fire. I mean, I already tried to get an online Dynasty going. That didn't work out too well. My offline also did not go too well. I'm in like year 3 with Rutgers, almost getting fired too. First down at 10 once more. Hand off to McCaffrey, and Tampa Bay forces the loss of 1. They were ready for the rush that time. And who wouldn't be against this kind of run offense? Christian McCaffrey, one of the best offensive lines in football ahead of him. Rutgers the best team? No, they are not. Let me tell you firsthand. Loss of a yard there for Christian McCaffrey as Purdy is sacked. Kalijah Kancey comes up the A-gap and hardly accounted for. It's a loss of 6. Gets it up the offensive line, and right as I say that, the big fellas come up the middle and wreak some havoc. Bucks force a 3rd and long on the second Tampa drive. Mike Evans loving it. Purdy on a 3rd and 17. 4 red jerseys on the line of scrimmage. McCaffrey in motion. Purdy steps up. Wants to go deep. Can he find somebody? Steps up and he's taken down after a 6-yard scamper. How about that Tampa secondary? Locking it down. That was a thing of beauty. I'm sure if we saw a different camera angle, it would have been incredible to witness. The defensive backfield bailing out the defensive line. Hardly any pressure developed there. As the punt coming up here. San Francisco with the first of the game. Return from the 16-yard line out to the 21 by Trey Palmer. Baker Mayfield perfect on his opening drive. 7 of 7, including the opening touchdown. 7:20 left to go here in the second quarter, as the Buccaneers try to hang on and extend a 4-point lead. What do you think Madden is fixing the camera angle for field goals? Honestly, never. Highly doubt it. 3 tight ends set on 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play action. Sets and fires, and he remains perfect as Kane Otten pulls away across the 50-yard line. Taken out from behind by team winners, but not in time before a long gain for big number 88. 13 people in chat. Good to have you guys here for some Tuesday afternoon football. Some stuff you can only find on MSG Productions and maybe during COVID. But if you guys could drop a like down below, would appreciate that a whole ton. Mayfield on a heater early on, continues that to Mike Evans. Almost picks up the full 10. Apparently Denzel Ward got hurt again in practice. That's cool. That's about an annual occurrence at this point. What up, A-Rod? Our quarters, though, are dwindling before our very eye. Mayfield from the pistol. 2nd and inches. Rolling right and wide open is fullback with his 3rd catch of the game. Ko Keat with the catch. And a first down. Francisco Lindor hits a free throw in this game. Watch. In some alternate universe, that would be happening. I can see it now. Mike Evans being given a whole lot of cushion down below. As Baker Mayfield blitzed on, finds the open tight end through the seams. It's Ko Keat again. Why does the fullback have 4 catches, EA Sports? Why is this a thing? Another Maddenism unfolding before our eyes. It's the Antonio Gibson situation all over again with these quarterbacks and their random play. Midway through the second quarter, it's Mayfield. First and 10, hand off to Irving, getting back involved in this offense, but not showing too much prowess there. It's a 1-yard pickup, as there's a Mecca Egbuka up close. No targets for him yet today. See how long that lasts, though. The Ohio State Buckeyes don't like that to last very long. And Egbuka showed some incredible athleticism at Ohio State in his couple of years there. Mayfield will pitch this one to Irving, left side. Couldn't get around Fred Warner. It's set right back to the 13. I don't know why Madden NBCs look like the greatest football players ever. Yeah. Ironically, kind of true. Niners could use some ascending players right now. I think they'll be okay. In real life, they have the easiest schedule in football. I think they are a lock to win the NFC West this year, if you ask me. We'll see, though. Two linebackers in the box this time on a 3rd and 10. Delayed blitz coming. Evans breaks a tackle and finds the end zone. The strike from 13. And the cannon shooting once again here in Tampa. There is a reason he is a sure Hall of Famer. Mike Evans tossing Renardo Green. Turns around and picks up the touchdown. Sheer willpower. Shout out Mike Evans, man. My goats. His over-under for yards this year, I think, is 950. I might have to hammer that over. Let's take a look, actually, if any fantasy players are involved this week. In this game in particular. As McLaughlin is on for the point after. On the way, and good. Buccaneers lead is 11. Zeller has got Evans. I have K. Dotton. And what else? Packer Prod has George Kittle. Santoriu has McCaffrey. What a loaded game we have here. 4 players? Pretty crazy. Bird did not have to bully him like that, but he did. Woke up and shows violence. Looking at their schedule, possibly 0-17. Hey, you know what? Anything is possible. Both Giants are cooked. That is true. Return taken by Ricky Pearsall. No, this is Garendo again, actually. Up to the 25-yard line. Giants D-line will win up 2 games. Well, no way we lose to the Saints. Yeah, that would be embarrassing. Then again, I feel like the Saints probably... I mean, they dismantled us last year. We let Taysom Hill have, like, the best fantasy game of the season. Or at least the top 10 last year. I can see 3-14. Yeah, that's fair. I think the Browns and Giants will both occupy top 5 picks next year. Only time will tell, though. Giants are just in an elite division. It's unfair. 4:13 to go here in the second quarter. Purdy off the play action, evades a sack, throws on the run, caught by Ayuk. And that play goes from a loss to a short gain of 2. 2nd and 8. All right. Nothing too bad there. Not too painful. Brock Purdy back under center. Most recent $200 million man steps up in the pocket, thought about firing this one. Linebacker fell asleep. Posada Reddick wasn't ready for the Brock Purdy scramble. He'll pick up a dozen on the quarterback keeper. Browns, Saints, Giants should give up on their season before you know what happens. Yeah, I can understand that. Imagine if divisions were based on actual regions and the conferences were East and West. That would be a lot different. Cowboys would be in like the NFC South or the AFC South, whatever works there. Time is running quickly here away from San Francisco as Purdy goes outside, caught by Kittle, and he'll pick up almost a full 10. Shoved out of bounds at the 49. Indy in the south, Baltimore in the north. I mean, it's kind of... I actually don't know. It seems a little bit more realistic than, like... I don't even know who I'm trying to think of. Then, yeah, the Cowboys in the NFC East, obviously. What just ruptures some rivalries, that is what the NFL is most worried about. Not much about the region, as McCaffrey catches that one on the run and picks up 20. First down gain for CMC. Pats should be an NFC team. They have way too much history in the AFC. It'd be easy to run like the Panthers and the Jaguars, switch them around or something if you had to. But I see what you mean. McCaffrey in motion again. Levante David follows him at the top of your screen. Play clock down to 8. Snap taken by Purdy. And again, well protected. Opening up is Jawan Jennings inside the 10. And he's out of bounds at the 6. San Francisco poised to have their opening touchdown here as we hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Niners 3, Buccaneers 14. If this result holds, each team would be 500. Shotgun for Purdy on 1st and goal. Drops back a step, fires end zone, wide open. Christian McCaffrey. And San Francisco into the end zone. Levante David simply lost him in coverage there. Looked like a mini screen set by George Kittle. Very nice heads-up play. 18 games for 2 bye weeks. I think both would probably end up happening simultaneously. I don't know if we'll have an extended schedule like they think. What up, Coffee Warrior Gaming? Appreciate it, man. Football is finally here. Amen to that. I'm headed to the Browns preseason game on Saturday as Joe Flacco and Shedeur Sanders should both be getting some playing time, so thoroughly excited for that one. Should be a whole lot of fun. As the extra point is blocked, Tampa Bay scoops it up, and we have our first block kick in simulation history. Yaya Diaby picks it up, and who got a hand to it? It happened. The prophecy has been fulfilled. I'm trying to see who it was. You have witnessed something that has been in the making for so unbelievably long. I gotta find out who that was. I'm pretty sure it was 34. That would be Bryce Hall. Wow. And it remains a 5-point ball game as Bucky Irving on the return out to the 23. You guys just witnessed it. That's awesome. Never has this ever happened. I said I wanted 3 things to happen this week and I would be satisfied. A blocked kick, B, a blocked punt, or C, a safety. We have seen multiple safeties before. That would be nothing new. We have come so close to blocked kicks and blocked punts. But there is the first. Bryce Hall is the TikToker, and he is the kick blocker as well. How about that? So Tampa up an extra point. Then what they would have been is Irving goes to work, and he loses a yard on the Fred Warner tackle. That would be the TikToker, Bryce Hall. 2nd and 11. He is related to Bryce Hall, though, isn't he? Pretty sure. Brees and Bryce, that sounds about right to me. That is just a guess, though. Don't know that for sure. Nick Bosa ready to rush the passer as Baker Mayfield goes outside, and it's incomplete. Cade Otton couldn't get his head around. We have a man that's actually realistic. Don't let that fool you. That is a rare occurrence of semi-realistic football. I might have to @ everyone in chat just for that. I'll do it after the game. I'll clip it, and I'll bring it out in chat. 3rd and 11. Baker Mayfield from the 22-yard line. Emeka Egbuka is in motion. Still yet to have a target here. Will Mayfield find him this time? No, but he finds Mike Evans. Needed 11. How about 12 for 13? What up, King Chavert? The TikToker and the kick blocker. Yep. That's him. MSG Productions legend Bryce Hall. Here goes Mayfield on a rope again. It's Egbuka. And now Baker will take a timeout as his offense is moving again. Gorgeous scenes at Raymond James Stadium. I actually would have visited the stadium really bad. The pirate ship is so cool. And the fact that you can go on it, so it's not just a thing for looks. Man, that's fire. That is sick. 2nd and 4 as Mayfield finds 9 for 6. Quick fire again, caught outside, and that is Sterling Shepard. Giants legend, Sterling Shepard. What up, King Chavert? 55 yards away now for the end zone, likely to settle for a field goal here. Yeah, especially with the time management that we have been seeing. We'll see if they get out of it, though. Into the final minute now of the first half as the handoff to Irving across midfield. And now the clock will run a bit. Going Hard Rock Stadium for Chargers Dolphins Week 6. That'll be fire. Miss Sterling Shepard, he was so injury prone, though. Yeah. Giants and wide receivers just mix like oil and water. Just doesn't happen. Every team has that position. Mayfield hands off again to Irving. San Francisco was guessing pass. And that should get the Niners pushed all the way back. And that'll get McLaughlin into field goal range. 2nd timeout taken by Tampa. Mayfield going to have one to work with here, just under 30 seconds. I actually like that play call. With the running clock, you may as well run the football because you're taking a timeout on the next play anyway. I admire that. Asante Samuel Jr. is visiting the Dolphins today. He was a very underrated piece a couple of years ago. Have not heard that name in a while, though. Mayfield sets up a screen to Bucky Irving. It's caught as he gets out of bounds and stops the clock. When everyone thought he was wide receiver one, yeah. Again, the Giants front office just had a very weird addiction with taking wide receivers in the draft and not applying needs to other positions. I didn't like that. Second one down the middle. It's caught, but it's dropped. Evans couldn't hang on. It's the veteran on the veteran. Fred Warner with the pass breakup. Would be a 47-yarder from here for McLaughlin, which is well within his range. See if Mayfield can get him a little bit closer. On a 3rd and 1, Buccaneers still have that timeout. So the middle of the field is absolutely an option. As Mayfield steps up and takes off, got the first down and then some. 17-yard pickup. And it'll end up being a field goal attempt here just before halftime. What up, Santorio? McCaffrey doing okay. Had a couple of catches, including a touchdown recipient. Yeah, he was the recipient of the touchdown. But you'll notice that the math ain't mathin'. If they scored a touchdown, what happened to the extra point, you might ask? Well, we made stream history today with the first ever blocked kick. How about that? We'll be clipping that and adding everyone to the Discord at the conclusion of this game because that is a moment in history. Here is a 30-yard attempt from McLaughlin. Puts it up and through, and Tampa Bay will carry an 8-point lead into halftime. Bryce Hall, channel legend. All right, been a very entertaining opening half. I have been thoroughly impressed by both offenses. And some defense on the mix as well. It's been a fairly balanced and yet entertaining game between two playoff teams, year in and year out, in all likelihood. Buccaneers have now won the NFC South, 3 or 4 years in a row now? I believe it's 4. 21, 22, 23, and 20. Yeah, I think it's 4 years in a row. Something like that. But the live poll is out now, as you guys can get your votes in on who you think will win. As Tampa has the 8-point lead. Touchback will be taken. And one more shot here for Brock Purdy. A lot of things happening August 23rd. Yeah, you're telling me. You are telling me. I hear you. Vote Ty for president. I hope Ty is the #1 option at some point in one of my streams. Final play of the opening half as Brock Purdy looking for somebody to get open on a heave. Fires on the run. Pass is caught by Ayuk. Room to work with there. And he's escorted out of bounds at the 25. Halftime here in Tampa. Bucs 17, Niners 9 at the end of 20. There we go. 2-2. I love democracy. Has there ever been a tie in MSG simulation history? There have been plenty of ties. If I'm not mistaken, this will actually go down as the first year without a tie in the history of my channel. I've had one every other year, to my knowledge. College football week, can't wait. K-State, Iowa State. So much hype in late August. Second half underway with a return up to the 29-yard line. And the takeover for Baker Mayfield. Bucks open up the second half with the football. Wow, I'm so behind on my paperwork for my internship. It's not even funny. I have a 2,000-word paper, another essay, and a 6-minute oral presentation to conduct and convert by Saturday morning. Good luck, guys. Oh, boy. Mayfield on the screen pass. It's caught by Irving. Got a good block out in front, and he finds a way to pick up 9. Yeah, I might be a little bit cooked there, but the academic comeback there are going to hate to see that coming. Let me tell you. They are not ready for some legendary comebacks. Kent State 12-0. They aren't ready for that either. 9-yard pick up there for Bucky Irving on the running back screen. Mayfield goes down the middle. It's caught by Mike Evans, adding to another great afternoon. Number 13 to the 40. Prove the haters wrong. I appreciate you. You're a real one. They actually fixed the screen pathfinding. No, they did pretty good this year with that. Again, mechanically, the game works pretty well. But functionality-wise, I'm not happy with, obviously, the clock management being abysmal. I-4 for Tampa. Mayfield drops back, floats that one like a basketball shot to Chris Godwin. 6-yard pickup there as he was over 200 passing yards just inside of the third quarter. Well, quick token of my appreciation. We hit 3,800 subscribers today. Appreciate all of you that have come along the way to press the subscribe button throughout the history of the channel. As we wrap up year number 4. Mayfield off the play action, checks it down, caught by Coke Keith, and he's a yard short. Here's my hot take. A college football team that went 4-7 wins last season goes undefeated. That is a pretty hot take. Game works pretty well when it's not randomly subbing out players and Joe Flacco isn't dead on the field. Yeah, that is factual. Baker can make a free throw. Doesn't mean Francisco Lindor can't. True. As the handoff goes to Irving as he jumps over a defender acrobatically. A gold medal performance to pick up the first down. I love those goofy physics, though. Gonna be so weird seeing Madden 27 rosters. Yep, get used to it. It ain't gonna be long until you see that. But it'll happen. Baker Mayfield from the 30. Bucky Irving gonna feel that in the morning. Or not, he might be invincible. You just never know. Mayfield goes downfield again, caught by Godwin. He'll pick up 5. Yeah, what do you guys think is the most displeasing number? Madden 29 will probably be nasty. If I'm even still around by then. Again, that is far from a promise. I think next year I'm guaranteed to be back. I wouldn't worry about that, but might be my last ride. We'll see. 2nd down and 5. Baker Mayfield conducting a flawless drive thus far. Cade Otton is in motion, the tight end, looking to get himself more involved. Baker rolls and fires to him in the flat, caught by Otton, and he's inside the 20 with first down yardage. Madden 35 rosters, yeah, it's going to get very gross very soon. I don't like that. But again, we'll have to cope. We will have to deal with it. Add the push to Madden 28. They better. They have to. Niners showing blitz here wouldn't be a bad idea, but they drop back in coverage as Mayfield checks it down, and wide open is Bucky Irving, collapsed upon at the 9. My question for those kind of coverages, if you're going to drop your linebackers, why do you drop 10 yards in coverage? How deep of a cover 3 are you playing? Madden 31, Madden 33. I think 33 looks cool. 31, though, yeah, I think it looks weird. 28 is cool. 30 will be fire. 2nd and 2 this time. Pressure is brought. Mayfield goes below, and it's caught. And who might this be? I actually can't see the number there. Was that Ibuka? I don't know who that was. Alrighty. 5 years away from the 2030s. Don't scare me like that. I'm getting old, man. First down and goal. Ibuka up top. Mayfield off the RPO. Caught by Godwin, and again forgotten about. His 2nd touchdown. I have no idea what Trey Brown was looking for right there. Lost in the sauce, though. He just flipped his head around and was like, you know what, Ibuka, you're a better looking guy. Chris Godwin scores. And the Buccaneers have a 2-touchdown lead here at home. 4 months away from 2026? Yeah. Time moves faster than you realize. It does. It truly does. Madden 6-7. All right. Yeah. I don't know. There's certain months this year, and there's certain years in the past that I'm like, did that even happen? As the point after, up and good from Chase McLaughlin. Cannons fire again here in Tampa. Largest lead of the day. I got to think about the month of April. I'm convinced nothing productive happened in that month. I mean, I guess I started working. The Masters was awesome. And the UFC fight, the main event, or the UFC card that month, I should reiterate, was incredible. That Saturday, Sunday was incredibly good for like the not four major sports. Niners on the return from the 5-yard line, and Isaac Garendo out to the 32. Yeah, I always try to watch UFC with my guys. I mean, I've never been really into it. I actually got my one buddy hooked. He knows a lot more than I do now. He knows all the fighters, listens to like all the Joe Rogan podcasting and the Dana White UFC stuff for the UFC individuals. I just watch for the ass whooping, so I'm going to be honest. It's entertaining. Midway through the third quarter, San Francisco has a hole to dig themselves out of. Kittle in motion, delayed handoff to McCaffrey, and he'll lose a pair. April was the best month as a baseball fan. Yeah. And again, that's cool. There is that. No, my friends just like to rage bait a ton, and honestly, we kind of have that love-hate relationship. That's how most guys are, I've come to find. Which is cool at times. Just play a lot of 2K too. Second and a dozen for Brock Purdy. Bucks rushing 4. Vita Vea in double coverage. Pass downfield, knocked away. Antoine Winfield Jr. Birthday was in April. Yeah, that might save the month, I guess. I'm telling you, chat, the most elite month to have a birthday is October. There's nothing better. And yes, that is personal bias, but I couldn't care less. Third and a long 12 to go here. Might be a must-convert type of play for Purdy. Steps up, throws on the run, it's incomplete. Good improvisation there from Brock Purdy, but George Kittle guarded tightly. Could not be defended. Yeah, nothing gets better than fall. Fall was my number one. The October, November, December stretch is actually like the three-headed goat. It's crazy. Quick 3 and out for the Niners as the punt coming up here. Second of the game. And a fair catch signal for by Trey Palmer at the 24-yard line. Baker Mayfield is on one today. More touchdowns than incompletions. That'll lead him to a perfect passer rating. Bucks have so many weapons, yeah. This will be a very good tester for San Francisco, who again I think is going to be a good team this year, but a little bit overrated by the record being better than who they are based on their opponents. Handoff goes to Bucky Irving, taken down immediately up front. Yeah, fall's great. I mean, I feel like spring is a drag. For me, spring, like I would say the months of April through August, I get a lot of like, you know, shows that I want to watch, I get caught up on. Books that I want to read, I get caught up on. It's a good time to just lock in personally. And I admire that. It's a fair little season. Mayfield goes deep on 2nd and 9. Emeka Egbuka emerges open in the secondary. 19-yard pickup and a Buccaneer first down. We'll have Godwin and McMillan first 4 weeks, and McMillan probably the first 10. Yeah, that could be factual. Egbuka's going to be nasty, man. I'm telling you. Summer wishes it could be fall. If summer break for school got moved to fall, that would have been so elite. First and 10, Mayfield hands off outside to Irving, and a poor choice was made. Runs into a brick wall. Diablo Lenore with a 1-yard tackle for a loss. Yeah, I mean, I'm a huge, like, pumpkin guy, too. Like, I love everything. Pumpkin spice, pumpkin roll, pumpkin pie. Like, oh. It's just that time of year, man. High 50s to low 60s. Does not get better. 2nd and 11. Mayfield goes outside, caught by Egbuka. Technician in the route running department. He'll pick up 9. I mean, I understand the argument for summer, but again, I just feel like the sports drought doesn't really help. Some summer days get awfully hot, too. Also, only 8 votes in right now on the live poll. Don't forget to have your representation documented. Mayfield on a 3rd and 2. 5 white jerseys this time on the line. And wide open, Bucky Irving. Nobody on him. Spin move and a broken tackle before he is thrown up on. Malik Mustafa, what a hit. And I don't mean the projectile vomiting kind of throw up on. He was legitimately thrown up on with that hit from the safety. Boom. Wow. Mayfield back under center. Will hand off to Irving again, outside. And a couple Niners collapse on him from behind. 25 got to work through the summer. Yeah, I'm kind of dreading those days. You know, the next 45, 50 years of my life. That's all right. Second and 6, Mayfield from the empty. Here comes Bosa, doesn't get home in time, and Buka breaks one, couldn't break two. Walking a mile to school in the summer. Now, I mean, they definitely cancel for like heat days. It's happened before. Rather go to the sun than spend school for 12 years. Really? Nah, you don't realize how good you have it until it's behind you. Third down and 6. Niners got to force a turnover here. It seems like to stay alive in this one. Mayfield rolling left, pocket breaks down, he's sacked. Loss of 7. Michael Williams. 5 more years to do 30, dang. Bro did not need reminded. Santorio, I have to ask though, as someone going into their 20s here very, very soon, are the 20s really the best years of your life as they claim to be? McLaughlin is on for his second attempt. 46 yards out. It's up and good. That should be the dagger here. And Tampa making this a 3-score game. Bucs 27. And the Niners 9. All right. AR-5 prods. Interesting. Colts Super Bowl champions. Danny Dimes, by the way, named the starter today. How about that for a wrench in the quarterback room in Indy? I'm sure Tyler Warren is not pleased to be where he is at as Isaac Guerrero out to the 27 on the return. Looking like the Niners going to find their first loss in almost a full month, and Tampa Bay the opposite, their first win since week 2. We expect this game to be terrific in real life, though. No doubt about it. Bucs will move all the way up to second now in the NFC South with their win today. Falcons down to third. Panthers back to dead last. Brock Purdy back to business on first and 10. Checks it down. Incomplete. CMC never even saw that one out in motion. All right, I'm updating standings right now. Oh, I guess the Cardinals actually lead the division. I was incorrect. Niners are in second place. How about that? Tampa looking like they will get to 3-3 and 2-2 in the conference with the win today. As McCaffrey hits the outside, one man to beat. And it'll pick up 6. That'll take us to the fourth quarter. Niners 9, Bucs 27. Here at a Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. 3-3 and 2-2 will put the Bucs in 6th. And the Niners see where they fall to. As that is the end of the quarter. 3-3. They're not going to fall too far down there. Just on the outside looking in. Unfortunately. That could change though. Very, very quickly. Wait, where I have too many teams somewhere, don't I? Oh, Bucs. There we go. Take those out. And move the other teams down a bit. Fourth quarter here is underway. And it's 4-down territory for McCaffrey. Has to make Levante David miss. He does and gets there as he extends the football. I like that. Second effort is real in Madden 26. All right, what have the comments been saying? Third, it can be fun if you know what you're doing. Yeah. Honestly, think 20s is living your life. It probably is. What up, by the way, Lightmerk? Niners take it over, first and 10. Swing pass to McCaffrey. He is eating up right now. And the second half receiving-wise, we've got 18 people in here. I believe that is the most we've had all stream, but appreciate if you guys could drop a like down below if you have not yet already. As we hit the fourth quarter here in Tampa Bay. Barkley going to have a career high in fumbles. Really bold take. I like it. Madden curse come into effect. It's a possibility as McCaffrey slips a tackle and somehow picks out a whole first down. Wow. I'm telling you, these running backs, man, a different breed. And these next-gen Maddens. Eggs off past the script, he might. He will get the Madden curse, but the amount of touches he has isn't normal. You don't think he'll get hurt? Use check in at fullback again. Luke Farrell in motion. Niners really don't have time to run the football, but they do anyway as McCaffrey gets to the 50 on a 1-yard pickup. They should probably start throwing the rock here. Would not be a bad decision. 8 to go now in the 4th. Running around untouched too on many of those touches, yeah. That's fair. 2nd 9, extra blitzer coming, doesn't get home in time again. Jawan Jennings wide open. Runs after catch for a good 15 yards. It's a 20-yard pickup. What about Channel? Now the Buccaneers have just set the tone. Their offense has been amazing, and their defense has done their job to limit San Francisco. Not a bad game by any means, and not necessarily a blowout, but tempo has just been controlled by the home team here today. That is just the simple matter of fact. McCaffrey again trying to get going, taken down at the line. Buccaneers are readily equipped each and every first down to limit the run game of 23. CMC made of glass. I can think of a lot of other players that are well worse off and injury prone. I think Denzel Ward might actually be the worst. I'm saying that with confidence too. Under 7 to go now in the 4th quarter. Purdy passes that one backwards. It's a fumble, and Yaya Diaby scoops it up. He almost picked it up, or picked it off, I should say. First one of those, we have seen a backwards pass that gets read, and Madden knew exactly what was happening. Yaya Diaby scoops up the fumble. Disastrous play there for the Niners. Yeah, Diaby scooped up that blocked kick as well. He is having himself a game. Always does. I need a Yaya Diaby and a Boye Mafe defensive masterclass at some point. They played last week, and that come from behind win for Seattle. Don't think Diaby played a huge role, though. From start to finish here, though, a whole different story. Handoff goes to Irving, and he's got a room to roam again. Hits the outside, inside the 35, and gets going in the 4th. What up, Coach Fierros? Knowledge being near Gene, I will follow you. Well, hey, I talk to everybody that comes in here and wants to chat ball. Fantasy football, actual football, sim football, whatever it is, I'm your guy. Tampa starting to chew some clock here. Might as well with the 18-point advantage. Handoff to Irving. And he meets the open arms of 54 Fred Warner. 2nd down and 8. Ball up to the 30. I was the Bucs head coach on the Niners side. Did that happen again? You are right. It did, didn't it? How many times is that going to happen? That happened in the opening game as well. Madden 26 has a mind of its own. We have come to find. Delayed handoff to Irving again. Sheds a couple of tackles. It's the 2nd effort from 7. That earns him 7. Appreciate it, Coach. Jet lag killing you. Are you back in America? I guess I probably forgot to ask or didn't read that earlier. I'm sure it is. That's probably the most brutal jet lag you can have. As all eyes are on the QB sneak. Mayfield up the middle, and he got there. Just barely. By the edge of the pigskin. Moves the chains, keeps the clock churning as we hit the 2nd half of the 4th quarter. First ever sim stream. Oh yeah, Rams Bills. Can you tell how much I've shifted in my energy? It's been a long way coming. On is the motion man this time. Joins Mike Evans outside. Quick fire caught by the future Hall of Famer. It's an 8-yard check down. Been back for 4 days, and I've been asleep by 2 p.m. almost every day. Yeah, I'll be honest, my sleep schedule's already cooked. So you give me a couple melatonin pills and I'll have it fixed in one day. I guarantee it. It's crazy but true. Yeah, that's understandable. 2nd and 2, handoff goes to Irving. Seam opens up, and it's 1st and goal. Quick game going here. I like it. Wake up at 11 p.m. too. I mean, 11 p.m. for you. I don't know. You're East Coast, I think. So 11 p.m. for you would be like what? Midnight over there, I think? No. Noon. That's what it would be. Mayfield on 1st and goal. Sets, fires, caught at the 1 by Mike Evans. I think it's a 13-hour difference. Then again, I don't know if that's before or after daylight savings. It might be 12. It might be 14, actually. Somewhere in that general area. I know typically it's 13. But I'm not 100%. It'd be noon, gotcha. Is it time for Bucky Irving to find the end zone? Mayfield gives him the rock, and he cannot find the S-Cool. 13 hours in the summer, gotcha. It's understandable. 14 in the winter, makes sense. Yeah, we should do away with daylight savings. I mean, I understand the concept, but it's executed poorly. 3rd and goal now from the 1-yard line. Mayfield hands off to Irving. He's in. Touchdown. Domination from start to finish, as the Buccaneers have had the lead the entire way here at home, and they add to it with one more Bucky Irving score. Extra point will look to put them ahead by 25, and this game is over. Ending the live poll, 15 votes in, and there you have it. Chargers-Chiefs OT game, that was a while ago, you know. Point after is on the way and good for Chase McLaughlin. I did lose. What up, Nick Bonomi? Cannot call yourself a football fan if you dislike Bucky Irving. Facts. Can't believe I picked the Niners in the pick'em. You and about everybody else, myself included, I think. Yeah. Yeah, this will upset quite a few people. That's for certain. This last stream, no, we got the Raiders-Titans coming up at 8 p.m. tonight, I think. Should be back in time. And then 2 tomorrow, 2 Thursday, 1 Friday. So 6 streams to go. Niners on the return. Out to the 22-yard line. Isaac Arendo once again. Only touches have been on special teams today. With a backup back. Now, plenty more games going on this season, but this is obviously the last week. Cannot wait, though, for the Commanders-Bears wrap-up stream Friday at 8 p.m. You do not want to miss it. You just have to be there. Handoff goes to McCaffrey up the middle, and he goes back a yard. Only showed up for Cam Morton-Genty. Well, that's fair. It'll be the first sighting of the actual Ashton Genty in the Madden 26 rendering. Raiders got the win last week over Indianapolis. They win this week. They will hit 500 for the second time this year. 2-minute warning reached here in Tampa. Domination. We'll see a Buccaneers victory in October. Tennessee obviously had their offensive line exposed, gave up 6 sacks and a half as McCaffrey picks up 11 on the first down rush. Good to see they are not taking timeouts here, at least yet. Commanders going to wear the black unis again for the Bears game. Remind me, I will try to change that. At me Friday at like 7, because I do want to get those jerseys right for the final game of the year. Inside of 100 seconds, McCaffrey gets going again. Boy, San Francisco has run the football a lot during questionable moments, and of course now they burn a timeout down to 2. A $1:30 left in this one. Well, keep an eye out for the last upload of the year. Chiefs and Jaguars came down to the final kick of the game. Highlights coming out at 6:30, last of the year for the 2025 Sim season. No Week 6 highlights. I'm too busy, to be honest. Out of the Shanahan timeout, screen pass to McCaffrey. Fantasy participants are loving him. Absolutely loving him. picks up 8 there on the check down. Had the lone touchdown today, too. Should have given the Chargers the navy uniforms or those yellow, if they're even in the game. I don't know if Madden has them rendered yet. We'll see. Juszczyk and McCaffrey in the backfield. Hand off to CMC. First down picked up. They are feeding 2-3. And that should take us inside of a minute to go. Or at least very close. Even played with them? Okay, good to know. I didn't know if they'd have all of the newer releases out yet. Final minute of action. Handoff again to McCaffrey. This time hits the edge with first down yardage. And a timeout taken by the Niners. Well, their second. Keith Smith makes the tackle. 53 on the game clock. Well, McCaffrey balled out. Every other player on fantasy, not so much. And Mike Evans had a pretty good game, I guess. Had that touchdown, had a couple of catches, but Cade Otton and George Kittle, rough game for me and whoever had that. I think it was Packer Prod. As the pass goes outside, actually might have been Games as a 4-yard pickup there on the check down. And that was, who was that actually? Don't even know. I don't think I actually have, what was that number, 8 or 9? Not here, not with me. Hand off to McCaffrey, goes left side into a tackle. Final timeout taken by San Francisco. Thank the Lord. They are doing too much. Yaya Diaby with another brilliant tackle. Stat padding beyond belief. Check his pockets. Investigated for betting. He's guilty. Ban him, chat. Get him out of here. Play inbounds should end it here. 3rd and 4. Purdy steps up. Heaves this one back in the end zone. Same ball as earlier, and Jennings couldn't corral it. How disappointing. Man. Well, that's rather unfortunate. That would have been a heck of a catch. Not so much, though. 20 seconds to go. What up, John Zeller? Made it just in time to see the end of it. Purdy on a 4th and 4. Steps up, fires on the run. Caught. That should be a first down. And that will take us to the end of this one. Utter domination from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as they reverse their season 2-winning streak, 3 losing streak. And San Francisco's 2-game losing streak and 3-game winning streak is reversed. Bucks 34, Niners 9 at the end of this one. We'll take a look at the player stats. What a game for Christian McCaffrey. Not so much for Otton or Kittle. Baker Mayfield, though. How is that not a perfect passer rating? That's crazy. Ultra efficient. 31 of 33, 305 and 3 tutties. Mike Evans had a pretty good game as well. McCaffrey and Irving's rushing stats. And there are the receiving stats as well. Evans actually had a better game than I imagined with the 70 catches for 86 yards. That will do it, though, as the Buccaneers get the 34-9 win. Don't forget, we got the Raiders-Titans tonight at 8 p.m. Hope to see